constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Volunteers will kick it away first. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. So Texas A&M's offense will have the football first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Looking to throw, it's Rossi. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sims. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks, it's first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Intercepted in the first drive, ends with a pick. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think We just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Quickly out to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off play action on first down. Wide open downfield. Made a defender miss. Lots of running room. Touchdown ball. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run it. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
That has got to feel...
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Shakes off the defender. Just dismissing tackles. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. And the Vols are marching down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Oh, break out the oxygen tanks. Touchdown, Aggie. This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And he tacks on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oklahoma State will need to mount a comeback, but most fans that were there when Justin Blackmon was a two-time All-American, they know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to South Alabama. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches.
There he goes. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Vols, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Tries to get it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone, on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Running game so far, dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Unloads it left. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Robbins. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Scanning the field, it's Rossi. Snagged out of the air. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Texas A&M looking to convert on 4th here. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Trying to get it to the marker. crease at the 20. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And that's a really good job on fourth down, man. The running back knowing where he needed to get. But how about the defense? They sell out, bring all those bodies up. If you make one of those guys miss, a lot of time with all those guys near the line of scrimmage, it can lead to a big play. New set of downs for this offense.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
They've held this ball forever, driven it deep, now facing a third and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The RPO, it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The offense set for a first down play. He'll pull it on the read. It's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Give to the running back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
You wonder if the pick earlier in the game is now affecting this quarterback, and not just his psyche, but also his fundamentals. He threw that ball off his back leg. You're not going to throw completions playing that.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay an early.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Floats it out in space. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he's going to bring it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Rossi. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's at the 10, and he's gonna take it all the way. Touchdown ball!
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
It's complete to the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Back to throw. It's Rossi. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. To the air on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Fires to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here is the Tennessee offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be...
He's loose. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He'll throw it. A strike downfield. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. A&M comes back out with another first down. The give to the tailback. Turning it on. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. He's up to 81 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Looking for a man. It's Rossi. Here comes the heat. He's got the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for space. It's Robbins. got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
You become a really good football coach when you got guys like that you can hand it to. Look at him, break tackles and shows you the speed to run away from the defense. Jesse, he is an absolute nightmare.
That's a great point, David. You don't have to scheme this guy up perfectly, which means you don't have to have everybody accounted for blocking, because he'll make them miss or he'll break tackles. And then you're right. Once you get into the open field, it's not just physical running, but how about the ability to hit the jets and take it the distance?
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Pulls and fires complete. And he's still running after the move. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Quick completion to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Unloads quickly. Across the 45. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Complete. There he goes. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Vols, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oklahoma State is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 17 over South Alabama. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update. Oh, he's got some space.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. Still running at the 40. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Fights off a defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Line getting set on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. The Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And they're able to get him down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
3rd down play from the gun. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Volunteers will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot it. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Complete downfield.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Looking downfield, it's Rossi. Grabbed over the middle, it's Sims.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
From the red zone, it's Robbins. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead. Looking downfield on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The 12th man, more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on third and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. The give from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Rossi. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice...
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll try the left side. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise backing this defense on third down. Now they'll run the draw. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Vols will send out the punt unit. Wants to bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's got it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. The Aggies are rolling down the field. To throw, it's Rossi. Makes the catch. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college.
Big guy tries to barrel in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down.
And there's really no question here. After not getting it on that last run play, down in the 4th quarter, 4th down, you've got to go. You've got to dial up your best play here offensively. Who is your best matchup, one-on-one, that can get you this first down? Keep the drive moving and keep your chances of winning this game alive.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. And they didn't pick up any extra room to operate, but they at least got it back to the original line of scrimmage.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They give it to him again. Got enough for the first. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Turning it on. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Back to pass, it's Rossi. Flips it out in the flat. Always quick to make the move, and he's out to the 39.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this is...
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same